And to start engines, please welcome father of the 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion, Gary Johnson.
All right, Texas, you ready to go racing? Okay, help me. Drivers, start your engine!
Into turn one for the first time this weekend for these drivers. And they're wide open already up the racetrack. Matt DiBenedetto in the 21, that yellow 21, trying out the PJ1 early. Brad Keselowski taking advantage of a great start. He jumps up to second. Now a big run by Alex Bowman, and Harvick's into the wall. Harvick tags the outside wall.
Hold your line, hold your line, hold your line, hold your line. Might have a
Harvick. William now in that second lane, making it work.
And the 42 slides, tags the 43. Bubba Wallace back into traffic, and the outside wall caution comes out.
Heavy damage to the 43. You saw it live. Started with a little stack up. The 42 got loose in front of the 11 as they stack up off the corner.
Heavy damage to the 42 as well. This ground is so wet.
11 got to back him up, turn him down into us. No,
look at that damage right there. We talked about it. We saw an Xfinity car go through the grass all the way back on Saturday. No real issue because the grass was dry, saturated, and look at the damage from Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, that car went on to win the race, Steve, but this car here is done. It just so wet. The grass the splitter just dug in and just ripped the front of the car off of it.
Yeah, that car is destroyed. The 43 also destroyed. We saw the window net go down for Bubba Wallace. He's already out walking back to his pit.
Now, you talking about disappointment.
Oh, man.
Now, you've been sitting, waiting to race for 3 days. And to get knocked out of the race this early, how disappointing that would be and frustrating.
So opposite end of the spectrum, though, the 4 of Kevin Harvick back on the lead lap.
Yeah, so we knew that was going to be his goal. You see Bubba Wallace right there. You know he's frustrated. DoorDash on the 43 car, new partner this year. I'm sure the garage here probably fans of DoorDash over the last 3 days here. So unfortunate that car is going to be retired. The 42 of of Matt Kenseth as well. Yeah, you see the frustration.
Well, you mentioned it. I mean, 72 hours.
Yeah.
They've been waiting to get back out there and race, and this happens, 2-3 laps into it.
Well, we'll take a look at it right here. Jeff, I think Bubba Wallace with nowhere to go. Wrong place, wrong time. Let's take a look at the accident.
Yeah, well, let's start it. Matt Kenseth, just car gets wiggles, then runs up in front of Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin really nowhere to go, gets into the back of the 42. Look at the 42 just get destroyed when he went in that grass. So we talked about he just got a little bit loose and just somebody, he didn't have anywhere to go. Right here, loose, right up in front of Denny Hamlin, now out of control. Bubba Wallace, nowhere to go. Now only thing he can do is lock it down and hope. He did get into Eric Almirola there.
He did. I didn't see that the first time through. And Jeff, I know this sounds silly, but I want to ride on board with Denny Hamlin in the 11. Talk about flashing in front of you right here. We're going to see the wiggle. I want to see how hard he hit. I tell you, Jeff, that's not a slight bit of contact. I think the 11 is fine as far as mechanical issues, but as fast as this racetrack is, you can easily separate the nose, have a hole in the nose. It will affect downforce. We have to keep an eye on the 11. That's shot by the 42 in the wet grass. Huge, huge wreck.
Points paid at the end of stage 1 and stage 2.
Well, Clint Boyer has a little bit of gap in this final lap, and this is why. Here's the block on board with Martin Truex Jr. He gets a run. He keeps moving left. Boyer keeps, look at the solid white line. That's the bottom of the backstretch. He enters so straight. And a lap car on the outside, Jeff, that could have been catastrophic for the 19. I know he lost time, but a great job not making it worse.
Yeah, he was hanging on. Clint Boyer going to make it happen here, though.
Wins his 4th stage of 2020 and first at Texas. Clint Boyer gets the green and white checkered flag. Number 2, damage to that right side, and Harvick has rebounded and now running in the top 10. Only the 3rd stage win of 2020. It's been a disappointing season for Kyle Busch. He's talked about how the most important thing for him, as he is the reigning champion, defending champion.
A lot of racing back in the pack. Brad Keselowski, Matty D, Ryan Blaney. Brad cleared Matty D, and Matt tried to cross him over, couldn't do it. Said, oh, just push it out in front straight away.
Hard to keep that lead out there now, or does he start saving a little fuel as we have an issue with the 48?
48, Jimmy Johnson was having such a great run, Jeff. It looks like the engine's expired. Parker, what do you got?
Right, he'd come on the radio about a lap before and said there's smoke inside the cockpit, and sure enough, as he came down pit road, smoke was billowing out of the exhaust. The team looking under the hood, and definitely some sort of engine issue for 48 Jimmy Johnson, and having a solid top 10 run today.
To get into the championship for the 19, Martin Truex Jr. has to win, has to get by his teammate. 2 laps to go at Texas.
1.0, saving what you can.
Gap still asking for fuel savings. 2 laps to go. Under 3 miles now for the 18 of Kyle Busch.
It's all about fuel mileage, Steve. It's just all about fuel mileage. Manage your fuel. He cannot get there. He cannot get to you if you don't run out of fuel.
Remember Saturday in the Xfinity Series, it was a last lap pass for the win.
Use what you can. That's 13 to be
1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. One more time around. Can Kyle Busch finally get off his winless streak? The last win Kyle Busch had was when he won the championship at the end of the year.
6. So good, 6.
Did he save enough fuel through 3 and 4 for the final time down to the bottom of the racetrack? He has done it. He saved enough fuel. Kyle Busch wins at Texas.
That was fun. I'm not sure yet. Great job, though, man. Proud of you. Proud of you guys.
I think Adam Stevens that's the look of relief, right? Tough year he's a really good crew chief. Won a lot of races. Just feels great to get that win.
And you know, Jeff, a lot of whispers, right? If they go winless, what happens to this group? What happens to this pairing? Well, this is as good as I've seen a race managed.
Thank you. That means...
There you go, Kyle Busch, thank you. This win, you said it, Rick. He just wanted to continue the streak. You can't go back and start over. 15 years.
And he's got enough fuel to do a burnout. A driver that has so much familiarity with victory lane. He's still 10th all-time on the wins list at 57 career wins in the Cup Series. But this one may be more sweeter than the most. It had been a struggle all season long, especially after the pandemic break. They had talked about this team always got better from practice and then on to the race. Well, when you eliminate practice and you start at a certain point, they said they just always felt like they were behind and never could catch up during the race. Well, this time they had a great car. They saved the fuel they needed. He's got an M&M's fan there.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.